When Super Mario Odyssey came out, it gave me crippling depression. Nintendo thought it would be a good idea to hide all of the moons inside of rocks. And walnuts. What the heck were they thinking? So I went on a mission to create my very own moons and hide them in better places than Nintendo ever could. I hid them in refrigerators, in cupboards, in washing machines, and even in a goddamn toilet. And let me tell you, these moons are badass. Well, if it isn't the model's resource. All I have to do is type in what I want, smash that enter key, and who would have thought it would be that easy? It wasn't that easy for Signature, in fact. Nothing ever goes right in his life. This model is useless. It sucks dick harder than I ever could. It's too big to 3D print and needs to be split into separate pieces. But as you can see from this diagram I created, it isn't optimized yet. So I just made a few quick adjustments and oh, would you look at that? We end up with a disaster. Kill me. So yeah, I decided to create my own from scratch and I'll put the other model into safekeeping. Now, time to 3D print it. Holy crud, guys. I got something really interesting to show you, so you need to take a look at this. The print came out extremely good because as you can see, all the layers are smoothly blended together, and I'd even go as far as to say that it's basically perfect. Just kidding, look at this garbage. My printer was having a ton of Y-offset issues which caused layer shifting. So all the models ended up turning out like this. I had to print a bunch of them before I finally fixed the issue. But who could have seen this coming? I could. I fucking could. I'm sick and tired of this happening in every single goddamn video I make. So whoops, I accidentally lit this match and the whole thing went into flames. Whoopsie. I just can't take it anymore, you know? The suffering, it's just become too much. And I'm just so tired that I always have. This is how it turned out, and it could obviously use a lot of improvement, but after that dumpster fire, I think this is as good as it'll get. Next up, I'll create the lighting system to make the power moons glow in the dark. All right, guys, time to open these suckers up. So we got some buttons here. And as you can see, we also got some flashlights that are really tiny. Yo, what the frick? This thing is like a freaking lightsaber. Except that it can't really cut through anything and it's really small. These little lightsabers will be torn apart. Then using some of the components, I can solder them to wires, which will attach to some batteries and a button. Look at that masterpiece. Now when we push the button, they'll all turn on at the same time. Let's get to work. Oh, but Signature, I hear you saying. You can't possibly solder on top of cardboard because it's highly flammable. Bitch, please. I'm a god. I can do whatever I want. So I may have sorta kinda set the cardboard on fire because I left the soldering iron on, which nearly burned down my entire room and my entire house. So that was fun. Let's grab a new piece of cardboard and keep on soldering. Look at how freaking perfectly this turned out, guys. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. If you look right here, you can see that the wire is slightly burned. And if you didn't know, that basically just means that I'm really good at soldering. So that's a little pro tip you can use in the future. Looking good, ka-chow. Let's take them out for a test run. Finally, after all of that suffering, I can finally work on the main attraction. You know, this is what you guys really came for. And obviously, the first thing I need to address is this little piece of garbage. smooth as a baby's butt. But we can do even better than that. We can make this as smooth as a baby's butt with shampoo. So to do that, I'm gonna add some primer and some wood filler. Let's pop this bad boy open. Oh yeah, slather that on. Rub it into those crevices. Well, that got out of hand. I decided to add wood filler to cover the entire thing because I think that'll make it a lot smoother. And yeah, I know it pretty much looks like dog shit right now, but that'll all be changed once I sand it down. Probably, I think so. I hope I didn't frick this up. Oh yeah! Now, if this isn't as smooth as a baby's butt, then quite frankly, I don't know what is. Anyways, I can finally start to attach the lighting system. Hey, future me here. All that soldering I did earlier was pointless because apparently the battery was too big to fit through the hole. Can you believe it? I can. It was goddamn annoying as frick. So if this happens to you, then there's a real simple solution. Step 1, snap that wire off. Step 2, watch all of your hard work go to waste. Step 3, slip the wire through the hole. And step 4, have an existential crisis when you realize that you had a wire glue in your drawer all along and could have saved a ton of time if you didn't need to solder in the first place. So that was fun. The lights are in there, but they aren't attached yet, so I'm going to secure them with none other than super glue. Just drizzle a bit of that on there and boop, that'll do it. Here's the next one. Drizzle that on there once again and boop. Here's the third one. Drizzle that on one last time and boop. Time to solder all of these bad boys onto the button so that when I click it, they'll all turn on. Let's just hope I don't set anything on fire again. Now, what will we ever do with this huge mess I created? It just looks so terrible. Oh right, I'm not a psychopath and I planned ahead. Inside of the crown will be the batteries, the wires, and the button. And it'll all be held up using transparent plastic which I will 3D print and glue to the moon. And I think it fits pretty perfectly. What do you guys think? These balls right here are truly something remarkable. They are truly something special. Not really, but they're gonna be attached to this thing to make it look cooler. Just put a tad bit of that on there and put this on there. Rinse and repeat. This on there. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. But eventually, all that rinsing and repeating built up an appetite for a... Oh, what's that on the menu? Oh, today's sponsor, me. Recently, I've been getting very hungry for clout, but I couldn't help but notice that I'm still not at 10k subs. So if you could just grab your nearest arm and navigate to the nearest subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated and also help to cure my depression. So anyways, all that rinsing and repeating is done, and we get the final product. Kind of, not really. I still need to address all of these seams. I mean, look at them. So to fix this, I'll just add some more wood filler. This right here is some masking tape, which will be used to mask the model before it's painted. Now, I paid some real good money for this, so it better do its job properly. The masking tape has done its masking, the painting has done its painting, and oh look, we're still not done yet because we need to paint it this color. You see, now it's finally coming all together. But oh look, we're still not done yet because we need to paint the eyes. See, now the eyes are finally painted. But oh look, we're still not done yet. Now you may be asking why I have some filament and some alcohol. But to that I say, why do you have to ask so many goddamn questions? I 3D printed this little plastic thingy which will hold up the crown. It looks a little foggy right now, but I can simply add some alcohol to it which will melt the plastic a little bit and make it more transparent. Well, that still looks like utter garbage. As you can see, the alcohol did make it a little more transparent, but it still has some of these little blobs and lines, so that looks terrible. Not to worry though, the review button's right there. Now I can put this on. For the final step, there's this hole on the bottom, and originally the plan was to create a stand from wood, which would be attached underneath the moons. However, I've decided not to do it anymore for the sake of completing this video in a timely manner. Just kidding, there's all the stuff we need. Grab some wood, grab a saw, grab a father, and bibbidi bop kazow, we got a stand. A midnight one to be specific. To be honest though, I actually did do most of the cutting myself because I'm a responsible adult, teenager. But you know, if you're a child and you want to make this, please ask your parents for help because, what was it? Oh yeah, I don't want to get freaking sued. Now we can just slather this baby up with some wood stain. Now I can put on the final piece. After all of this time, it was finally complete. Months of work had led up to this very moment, and all that was left to do is test the lighting system. But first, a word from today's sponsor, me, again. I couldn't help but notice that not everyone subscribed when I asked them to earlier, especially you. Yeah, you Jacob, with the blonde hair and red shirt. Subscribe right the hell now before I drive to your house and murder you. And thus, it was finally time to test it out. What felt like an eternity was finally here, and the click of a button is all it would take. And it didn't work. It turns out all those layers of primer, wood filler, and spray paint really added up, and they ended up blocking all the light from getting through the plastic. No biggie though, because the lighting system only took me around like 12 hours or so to complete, which is honestly perfectly fine. Stupid ass bitch! So as I sat there in that dark and lonely room, socially isolated with not a friend in sight, it dawned upon me that I was wasting my youth. The lighting system I tried to make had completely failed. I put in so much time and effort, but for what? Validation from people on the internet that I didn't even know? To distract myself from the anxieties and depression that I call life? Only then did I realize that I needed to take a drastic measure to end the pain and the suffering that I was in. So I went on a mission to deceive my audience using the power of CGI. I opened up Blender and worked through countless nights to create multi-moons without actually creating multi-moons. That's right, the power moons you see on screen aren't real at all. Merely a computer-generated image realistically rendered using path tracing to illuminate 3D models. But my audience was fooled. On Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, and even on goddamn YouTube. See? Deception! With this newly acquired power, I'm a CG god. I can fake anything. Fake birth certificates, report cards, driver's license, taxes. I don't care what the government says. Well, shit.